What's going on? Scandalous Bob here again. Now I'm going to bring you the co-op mission, or co-op fire mission, I think it is. So I can't fly a helicopter to save my life. So my buddy beartracker, who's like 100 times better than me flying the helicopter, keeps it nice and steady. Like, tell you what, let me run the gun, and I'll just shout out things, you know, left, right, hover, do all this. So he's listening to me like scream and holler about, you know, go back, go forward, all this stuff. And he did pretty good, you know, a lot better than I would have done. But on the co-op mission, apparently when you play these, you can earn points that unlock particular weapons for your multiplayer gameplay. Check out this one, Randy. Moving over to the left, bringing it up, hovering. And he's like, all right, check this out, watch this out. You know, I'm like, dude, I don't know how you do that. But you get in here on this one, and you've got two teams that are going to be advancing up. And so you've got to lay suppressive fire. So you get your gun underneath, and then I think as the vehicles come out, you get a anti-tank guided missile. Once you lock on, you release, move to the next target. So that's pretty nice. And the driver can throw in a couple of missiles or rockets. But I think we tried that a couple of times. I wound up smacking into something. So we found it's just better kind of hover out there, and I'll run the gun and try to take them out with the missiles. But as the team goes up, it's best if you try to mark the guys, because not only will your squads shoot back at them, but it gives your pilot an idea of where to go. And you can zoom in with the left trigger and you know, change over the thermals, and it zooms in a little bit. But what I found is when you do that, it's kind of hard to swing that camera or your gun sights back and forth, and you know, you lose a little bit of your range. So you'll see me kind of pop in and out, and you know, like I said, my buddy's trying to angle the helicopter, and I'm like, okay, a little left, a little right, and all this, and I'm like, you know what? Let me zoom out, and maybe I'll shoot this guy. What's funny is, this is the only place that I've seen the mobile AA is on the co-op. I have not seen it in the multiplayer. I'm a little disappointed with DICE in the fact that you know, you get on some of these bigger maps like Firestorm, you get on Caspian Border, and there's an AA gun, but it's stationary. And of course, they put them near the airfield, which is what you would do in a real-life situation. Excuse me. But okay, what's in front of you? On one side, you got rocks. On another side, you know, you've got buildings and you've got other stuff generally, and you're like, okay, unless the aircraft comes this way, I can't use it to help my buddies out. And anything you shoot down, any you know, anything that you do in that stationary AA does not count towards your mobile AA. So the funny thing is I've seen other guys' videos online where they're, you know, driving the mobile AA and all of that stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, oh, I see it, it's on Caspian Border. Okay, so I've been on Caspian Borders a lot of times, and I've looked, and I've never seen it. But like I was saying, kind of on those big maps, you know, your options are that you try to shoot it with a tank, or you try to shoot it with a 50 cal, maybe on one of the back of the Jeeps, or you try to throw up a Stinger. Well, you know, each one of the aircrafts has the flares on it, and if the guys are quick enough, they'll defeat your Stingers, and you only get a couple. So it's kind of ineffective. So it'd be nice to have the mobile AA. I think it might be maybe for the PC. I play the Xbox, but I don't know why it would not be in all modes of the game, especially on the bigger maps where you could drive around. I'm not talking like the smaller city maps like Center's Crossing and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, you could use it to mow guys down, but you know, Firestorm, Caspian Borders, you know, where's it at when you're doing Conquest, Krog Island, stuff like that. We see here I'm using the anti-tank guided missile, and I'm not zooming in because as I do, it's a little harder to swing that back and forth and track them real fast, especially when, you know, your buddy's trying to level the aircraft out. But you go through several variations of taking out BMPs, and the mobile AA kind of comes out, and you know, so I try to throw the missiles on them as fast as I can, throw another 30mm round on them, all that good stuff. And it kind of works out. And your squad kind of moves up, and you've got to protect them for a little while. They move into some buildings, and then you get guys trying to aggress them. Definitely mark them, and you know, try to pop them as fast as you can, because if they kill your squad, whoop, you know, mission failed. Anytime they kill your squad members, your alpha team, your fire team, all that stuff, then, you know, it's an epic fail. So here's a bunch of guys trying to mark them. You know, I kind of like the co-ops. I really wish that they had something like a private match. I think in Battlefield Bad Company 2, there was a way to go in and do a private match, because I'd like to run around the map, you know, without getting shot, or I'd like to get into one of the aircrafts and be better at flying. I want to experience all of Battlefield 3 and be better at it. You know, I don't want to be just the guy that gets in the tank or just the guy that does the sniping. And I know I can switch up my classes, and you can play squad deathmatch and team deathmatch and all of that stuff. But, you know, I have my favorites, so, you know, I'll do that. As you can see, you know, these BMPs are trying to rail us. Oh, there's the infamous mobile AA. Well, I guess it is offered in the game, you just can't drive it. So I'm really hoping they fix that here soon, so that, you know, you can get in there. I mean, if you go underneath your vehicles for customization and you're looking at unlocks, you've got the mobile AA, but you don't get to drive it. So it's just one of those things I wish they did have in the game. Hey, if anybody knows where it's at, if you know if it's under Squad Deathmatch on Caspian Borders versus Conquest on Firestorm, something of that nature, hey, leave me a comment. I like to get in there, try it out. And what's funny too is if you look, like if you look on the American side, there's the Abrams, and you've got the Lab 25. If you look on the Russian side, you got the T-90 and you got the BMP. Well, I think that the mobile AA, as it's listed under your battle log, it's only one. So does the US side not have one? So I'm like, okay, there's only one option. But you know what? I'm going to stop talking about it, because I'm sure you're sick of hearing about it. But the co-op missions are pretty fun. We did the one where everybody aggresses you, and you start off and you can grab a saw and there's some javelins and you can get anti-tank mines. You know, the first time you play it, you're like, oh crap, where are they going to be coming from? And what you find out is there's a BMP that comes and it aggresses you. So what I found is you grab the mine and you run up the road and you drop one there. And you're going to be playing with a buddy, so have him grab another mine and put it up there, because I think it takes 2 mines to take the vehicle out. Once that part's done, grab another mine, because right where the ammo supply point is, there's going to be a BMP that comes over the wall. So it's kind of nice to drop one in there. And then I think you move over, and there's another spot where you're going to be aggressive, and I think a T-90 tank comes. So one of the things I did was I ran out immediately and I dropped the mine in the middle of the road where I thought the tank was going to come. And we got up on top of the roof. So there's an ammo supply point in the building and one up on the roof. So the 2 of us got up there, kept laying into him with the saws. I think the T-90 comes around the corner. I switch over to the javelin, throw a javelin into him. He runs over the mine, boom, so that one's done. And then you start backing up. So I think there's 3 spots, and then eventually get in the helicopter and go. So we finished that one. We finished this one. There was a 3rd one that we started, and I think it plays into the single-player mode where you're supposed to be laying covering fire for an advancing team, and you're trying to pick guys off, and you get the IR sniper rifle with a silencer, and you're trying to pop guys, and it kind of works out. We only did it a little bit, and I think, yeah, it was real weird. We were in the co-op, and it kicked us. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, I guess since you got to log online to do the co-op, there's no system link, you know, where you can just go play with your buddies. That if you're having issues with a server, you're going to have issues playing the co-op. So here we go. My buddy's trying to lay in some missiles. I think he gets a couple of hits. Just keep trying to laze them, and you know, he's trying to get us out from getting hit by the BMPs. And you know, this is the easy mode. I'm sure you get more points when you play the hard. But you know, we just wanted to get through it, record a video for you, because we were looking online and nobody's throwing out co-op videos. So we thought we would. I don't know if this is going to help anybody, because we can show you what to do, but then it comes down to the mechanics of somebody's got to be able to fly, and the other person's got to be able to communicate where he's seeing the enemy, and then also be able to lay missiles in on the targets, throwing some bullets on them. I think right after this, once we take them down, your team starts moving up a little bit. They keep getting aggressive. It's kind of like a survival mode in some of the other games that you get out there and play. So you see the fire teams right there on the right. They're marked with blue. And then try to tag the enemy with red. And I believe if you don't, and they get a little too close and you kill one of the teams, that's it, mission over. So you see we're kind of trying to get in position, see some firing, doing some marking. Modern Warfare 3 comes out on Tuesday. I'm going to go out for the release night down here at GameStop. And in Virginia, where I'm at, that there's no school on Tuesday. So Monday night, I'm pretty sure there is going to be hundreds of people. I think when I went for Black Ops premiere, but it was, you know, it was a school night, and there was still about 200 people. So I'm going to try to get there early. We're going to try to get there like at 7:30, even though they won't let you play the game until about 10 o'clock to get our ticket. There's a TGI Fridays close by. I think we're going to go in and get some dinner. I may try to take some videos, you know, because we get in there and start taking a look around, and you're like, are you serious? You know, here's all these guys in there, and some of them look a little socially inept. So I'm like, okay, well, now I know why they're so good. There's some guys in there that, you know, this is all they do. They just play video games. And I'm a guy, I got a 9-to-5 job. My buddy's got a 9-to-5 job. So we like to get on and explore the maps, play the missions, and generally we can only do it after the kids are put to bed. Yes, I have my own kids. I have my own house I got to take care of. I got bills I got to pay. So we kind of do it more or less as, you know, get on and have some fun. And, you know, trying to be good. So what's sad is the game will come out it'll come out Tuesday morning. And by Tuesday night, you know, you're going to have guys that are already going to be like level 40. And you're like, wow. All right. So let me get in here and explore the map. They already know all the little hole-ups. And so I'm hoping that in Modern Warfare 3, that with the point streak system, that, you know, you can choose a class that maybe as you're exploring the map, that you're still earning points. You can still contribute to what the team is trying to do. Because there's nothing more frustrating. You get in and, all right, you're in a lobby where the guy already knows all the points of the map, and he's waiting for you, and you're just feeding his kill streak. There's nothing more frustrating than like in Modern Warfare 2, where you know, you get in there and, you know, 30 seconds into the match you just joined, a dude's dropping you, and you're like, really? So that part was frustrating. But I'm a little excited because even if it gets a little crazy, you can still do survival mode. And here you see the helicopters coming in. I don't think any more enemies come out. So you're just kind of watching. They get in the bird, they fly off, and it's over and done with. So anyways, thanks for watching my first co-op that we put out there. Special thanks to beartracker who flew it, and we'll talk to you later.